So for the spatial audio track, we chose Lying Flat as the winner. It was a really interesting experience. So what they had was, it was kind of the future of work and reimagining what that looks like. So coming on the heels of COVID, when everybody was working at home, working remotely, and maybe your setup isn't ideal, it was about reimagining that. So it was an augmented reality experience where your desk was transformed into this kind of this imaginative version of it, where you had access to creating a virtual timer, being able to manage multiple devices. And what was really interesting that they were doing with the technology was to try to even combine sound from multiple devices, which is a really hard thing to do. But it was a really imaginative project. Sounded great, and their thought that they put into how do we combine all these sounds in this kind of spatial way, we thought was really engaging.
The developers came up and they met with us and they were really inquisitive about how they can do spatial audio in an interactive way with our communication API. And it's a very different mindset from your traditional Unity development where you have static assets. All of the assets are literally streams that you can position within the environment, and they did an amazing job of trying to figure out how that flow is going to work, with the idea that all this other information that they're collecting from the different devices and stuff could trigger and be incredibly interactive, and yet not being tied to a traditional developer workflow of having to build tons of assets and then place them in the scene and so forth. It could just be done free form.